with me. I hated fourth grade so much that I went to an orange grove. I walked to an orange grove instead of walking to school and read science fiction books instead of going to school. This lasted about 2 days, of course, before the school inquired about me, and my parents had me transferred to another school. They didn't believe that I was the problem. And I went to a fourth grade teacher, Mrs. Birch, who did two genius things immediately. She said, we have a class newspaper and someone needs to interview the principal today. And I interviewed the principal. He was impressed that I could spell the word principal. After my experience being a miscreant in my previous school, I thought, gee, this writing stuff is kind of interesting. And the second thing she did was she asked me what particularly interested me, and I don't know what was happening with me, but I said nuclear physics. And so she said, well, why don't you teach the class about nuclear physics? So we had a little Howard and the Atom class. And to me, participatory learning has always had to do with co-teaching, as well as participating in the learning part of it. When I thought I would be a scientist. I was wrong about that. And when I was expelled from graduate school, I decided that becoming a freelance writer was the best way to support my compulsion to learn different things at different times. And so I spent the first 10 years of my career as a writer with a typewriter, a telephone, and the public library as my tools. So I really got involved in this online technology business because I heard rumors that you could use personal computers to write with. Word processing was what interested me. And part of the process of writing about that, writing about the tool was what led me into writing about this technology. I got a modem, I plugged my telephone and my computer together. It was about 1983, expecting to be able to not have to go to the library, that I would be able to find all kinds of information online. And of course found in 1983 that this was very expensive, I couldn't afford it, but I did find all these other people online. So and the other people had all kinds of interesting things to say, and it was a wonderful combination of social and informational. I learned things from them, and I was able to teach things to them, and after all those years in a room alone, writing that had a immediate response, writing as a performing art, as I thought about it, was again, both, I think, educational and not in the institutional sense, but in the learning sense, and addictive. And in fact, I started writing about my life online because my wife was very worried about the amount of time I was spending having fun. So I thought, well, okay, if I can get paid to write an article about it, that would justify having fun. It reminds me a great deal of Twitter. I'm one of those people who are totally sucked into Twitter. It's great fun. The